All right, you guys. So we are back with some more updates on this whole Diddy trial, which is crazy. Okay. I think everybody is back from break and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to jump right into it. So there was some updates. We're going to go back to our favorite spot just for the moment. Inner City Press. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, just for the updates, y'all. And thank y'all for being here and watching this with me. Appreciate that. Feel like I got a little bit of cold. All right, so let's get back into Inner City Press and see do we have any updates. Okay, got a few. Got a few. Got a few updates. So if you're just not joining me, I want to say thank you guys for coming over here and taking your time out your busy day to spend some time with me to talk about this horrific, okay, this horrific trial concerning Diddy, okay. We've been citing a few sources, looking at a few things, trying to get like just a listening ear from somebody who's inside and taking on the important role of reporting what's going on in the courtroom, being our eyes and ears, because that's very important that we get, the factual details. So we do have two new inner city press tweets. Shout out to him. If you want to go over there and subscribe on Twitter, formerly known as X now, you can definitely do so to keep up with exactly what we're reading. So I'm going to share my screen and let's see, share my screen with you guys. So give me a second. All right. And shout out to everybody who watched my last live. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I'm going to take some time out my day to kind of like dedicate to doing some lives about the coverage. It's going to be a long, lengthy trial. So our time with it and get as much information as we can. Okay. As much. Okay. So 8 minutes ago and 10 minutes ago, we have a new tweet from Inner City Press. He says, he tweets, I'm sorry. Anna, who is Combs' attorney, says, what supplies? Wait. Okay, let's go back to the top. Because I think I'm reading them in the wrong order, but I think I get it now. 10 minutes is the new one. Okay. And then 8 minutes is you were. Okay. So Diddy's attorney, let's see, Diddy's attorney, Anna Combs says, here, what do you say? And Cassie says, I asked which hotel. I must have called him in between. I don't want to assume anything. And Diddy's attorney says, he said, montage. Montage? You said you could also go to Pleasure Chess. What would you get there? Cassie says, sexual supplies. Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, what supplies? Cassie says, lubricant and outfits. Lubricants and outfits, guys. So she would shop at Pleasure Chess to get supplies such as lubricants and outfits. Okay. He says, Can we kiss a lot? You wrote, I left the iPad. Cassie says, I don't know whose iPad this meant. Okay. They're back in court. Talking about the freak offs. Okay. Talking about the freak offs. Cassie says, this was a game a friend of mine told me, a way to rekindle your romance. Diddy attorney says, by doing something different in the bedroom. Cassie says, it's a whole getting a character thing, right? Diddy's attorney says, Miss says, let's get some outfits and go to the sex club. Diddy's attorney says, Miss Lacombe wrote, surprise package coming from out of state. Why can't I reach you? What do you say? Cassie says, I was getting my brows done. Eyebrows. I was getting my brows done at the time when Mr. Combs told her that they had a surprise coming from out of state. Okay. She didn't act like she was surprised about that. Remember, he's grooming her. Diddy attorney says, did you come to know Mr. Combs was leaving to freak offs to go get? Did you come to know Mr. Combs was leaving to freak off to go see Kim Porter? Cassie says yes. Did you come to know Mr. Combs was leaving to freak offs to go see Kim Porter? Okay, so the understanding is that he's leaving freak offs to go see Kim Porter. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Going on here. Refresh before Matt up in here. Okay. So surprise. What could the surprise be? A new escort? Wouldn't be shocked. 43 minutes ago, defense struggles with disjointed cross examination. Remember, they're doing a cross examination on Cassie right now, and then Brian Steele is going to do the cross. Okay. The opening hours of Cassie Ventura's cross-examination were a bit of slog, with defense questions jumping around in subject and timeline and frequently interrupted by prosecution objections, which they're going to object, right? Those starts and stops appear to hinder Combs' lawyer, Anna, from smoothly making the defense case that Cassie was often a willing participant in the witness' seemingly abusive relationship with the defendant. And Cassie terms such as at that time or frame her relationship with Combs as a complicated one that could toggle between caring and violence. So the defense team is definitely going to be struggling because, like I said, have to dismantle the idea that this man was trafficking her for purpose of sexual participation, which, in my opinion, her saying that they were flying from state to state to have these OFs. Okay. So, of course, that's going to be their one focus is like, okay, no, he didn't take her across state lines to use her for actual exploitation. She did this willingly and willingly and willfully. Okay. All right, let's go New York Post. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see. Oh, wow. Diddy is taking is crazy. Leaving court. Defense grills Cassie with her own shocking explicit text to ex-Diddy at mogul's ex-trafficking trial. Okay. So these text messages are text messages that the defense are trying to expose through Cassie. All right. We got Britney Spears. Britney Spears drives at Diddy's trial and testified about the party where it all began. Photos of Britney Spears with Cassie. I believe this is Kenny Morgan. I think that was the producer. Britney gushing over Diddy. That is a crazy picture. Would you look at that? Cassie, Britney back in the back. Okay. All the explosive testimony from inside Diddy's courtroom. There you go. All white parties. What is Diddy will be allowed to wear his own clothes. The judge ruled in his ahead of. Yep. Cassie sometimes watched. There. Let me refresh that. Good guy, inner city. Come on, man. You're doing me so wrong. All right. Let's get back into it. 31 seconds ago. Here we go. Diddy's attorney asks Cassie. Okay, I think we read that. Mr. Combs wrote to you, let's do something different. Okay, so yes. So Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, Mr. Combs wrote to you, let's do something different. City, FYI, Dave, me. What does that mean? The attorney says, and Daniel contacted you? You might have a freak off? He said, might. Have a freak off. At one point, she said they went through 10 bottles of baby oil per session. And the sessions last from 4 hours to 4 days. 48 minutes ago. All these. Okay. Court returns from lunch. Judge continues scolding Combs' lawyer. So the judge is handing to the defense team because they feel like they're dragging their feet on making their point. And I said that in my last video. Like the judge is like, get to your point, okay? Get to the facts where you say this was a consensual free off. The U.S. District Judge appears to still be agitated. He had with Combs' attorney prior to the break. The judge agitation stems from the speed with which the defense is questioning Cassie. And also remember, she's a witness. So the judge feels like if you're going to apply pressure, just go ahead and apply the pressure, because at the end of the day, she's still a victim. And you do have to handle victims with care, but they also feel like she will not, well, the judge is saying, I will not, tolerate the back and forth. Like we talked about this. The judge sternly reminded the defense that it has, let me blow this up. Y'all know, and I hate when things are too small for us to see. Hold on. Let me see something. I want to say something. Where is my thing? I don't know what that is. I'm scared to press it. All right. How do I blow this up? Oh, that video's back down there. Okay. Can y'all see that in the comments? Let me know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to. Nah, I don't want to do that. What was that? Okay. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay. Judge started the defense that it was a day and a half to cross-examine Cassie, who was 8 months pregnant, and that she would be done by the end of the week. Combs' attorney, Mark, argued that Cassie should be able to come back Monday morning if needed. Oh my goodness. They want this woman. The telling the judge, we may need her to be here today, y'all. Let me pull this back up. Right? They said they may need Cassie. Cassie should be able to come back Monday morning if needed. What do you mean if needed? Speed this up. Y'all said y'all had the goods. So show the proof. Rest the facts. Okay. The judge shot back. In what universe did you not understand that this is what was going to happen? You're not telling me this wasn't, you're not telling me this wasn't for 1 week, right? That the witness was going to be done this week. That was the judge is saying, what universe are you living on? We all discussed. She was literally going to be here this week only. Now you're telling me that you may need her to come back Monday if needed. On what universe are you not understanding? That was not what everyone agreed to. Cassie was reviewing exhibits in a side room while the exchange took place. So she have no idea this is the judge is scolding the defense team, right? Oh, look at Combs. Diddy's mother and son seen exiting the court. That was for break. Yeah. I don't know. She just, I mean, oh Lord, it's something about that blonde hair. I mean, it's a pretty pattern, but it's not, right? Justin Combs, Quincy Brown, King Combs also leave the courtroom. Wow. The defense struggle. Yep, they're definitely struggling with Cross. Definitely struggling with the Cross. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know in the comment section. I can check in a second. Okay. And the press hasn't. Let me go over here. See that video. I mean, that video is going to be the heart of the prosecutor's defense. I mean, case. 7 minutes ago. Here we go. Have fun, impress me, Diddy told Cassie about getting supplies at a SEX shop. Combs once texted Cassie Ventura to have fun, impress me when she was on her way to a SEX shop to get supplies for a freak off. The jury saw messages between the couple sent on May 26th of 2017 near the end of their relationship about her run to sex shop called Pleasure Chest. Cassie testified that when she went to the X-rated store, she would get different sexual supplies, lubricants, and outfits. Another message showed the pair appearing to try to avoid getting pregnant after Combs suggested having one of our nights. Another message showed the pair appearing to try to avoid getting pregnant after Combs suggested having one of their nights. And that was my thing too. I was like, how in the world? I mean, it's amazing that she hasn't said anything about the, you know, the deletion of an unborn. I mean, having all of these freak offs, you would think something like that would have happened, but she hasn't said anything like Diddy responded they would that they would be extra careful. Cassie also told Combs in one 27 message, I'm too excited about one of their upcoming freak offs. She also messaged Combs that she forgot the iPad, which Cassie testified they used to record the SCX marathons. Um, I wonder, is he like sitting across from her like that? Because but wow. Judge warns defense it has to finish questioning Cassie by Friday. The judge is telling the defense team, no, 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 no. If your line of questionings continue, which he's already fed up with their line of questioning because it's literally going in circles. It doesn't matter what their line of questioning is. The judge wants them to be finished with Cassie by Friday. The judge warned defense attorneys they would only get a day and a half total to question Cassie. This is not the kind of witness who is fighting you, the judge said. Oh, the judge is saying this is not the kind of witness who is fighting you. Okay, so the judge feels like she's answered pretty much everything. But I wish they would have get more in details about the people who actually witnessed some of these, altercations with Cassie being abused by Sean Diddy Combs, brother love, whatever you want to call him. P. Diddy's lawyer, Mark, said he was surprised to hear there was a hard deadline. This is a critical witness in a case that involves a life sentence. The judge didn't budge, noting everyone agreed of the time that Cassie's testimony would be completed by the end of the week. He told the defense team they would need to finish up with her by Friday morning. But he said he might give them a little more time after lunch. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They better speed up. But, in the beginning, the judge was like, he definitely had even in the beginning, before this trial started, the judge said, I plan to, okay, so let's see. All right. Let's go back up. Oh, shoot, I passed it up, guys. All right. Combs' attorney asks Cassie, he tells you, you better put me on VIP vibrate alarm or something. He's frustrated. You don't answer his text fast enough. Cassie says, that's right. Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, you tell him to come to New York City, understanding there could be a freak out. There could be a freak. I think he mean freak off. He didn't wrote freak off so many times. He's tired. Okay. So Cassie attorney says, you tell him to Cassie attorney tells Cassie's attorney. Diddy's attorney tells Cassie, you tell him, Diddy, to come to New York, understanding there would be a freak off. Cassie said, maybe. Diddy's attorney says, you also saw the Book of Mormon? Mormon? What is that? Cassie laughs and said, yes. Diddy's attorney says, masked pleasure. If that a sex club, is that a sex club? All right, we're gonna give him some grace, y'all, because he is definitely like updating fast. So I can get how he can miss a few little errors. So we're not gonna hang up on that. So yeah, so Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, masked pleasure, is that a sex club? And Cassie says, I would assume. Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, he asks, are you ready for tonight? What do you say? Cassie said, yes, I just have to get some things. Okay. So back in New York, right? Now, does this mean anything? Probably not. I mean, at this point, she's numb to doing whatever he says. It's like, she's numb to it. The Book of Mormon. What is that, guys? I've never heard the Book of Mormon. What the hell is that? Let me look that up real quick, because somebody mentioned something about the Book of Mormon before, and I think they were saying like this is some kind of so it's like a test of the Book of Mormon is a religious text of Latter-day Saint movement. Okay. What does that have to do with the trial? What does that have to do with the trial? Do anybody know? What does that have to do with it? That was an odd question. Mass pleasure, sex club, she said she would assume. Okay. What the heck do that got to do with anything? For real. I'm just curious. But obviously, it's a religious book. It has nothing to do with really nothing. That is crazy to ask that. Okay. Nothing to do. All right, so let's go back. Look at Janice Combs. She don't got them white nails on today. Everybody abandoned the white nails, child. I mean, his kids look nice. He has some nice looking kids. I'm not gonna knock him for that. He made some beautiful children. Would I have my kids in a courtroom? You guys, do you think the kids should be in a courtroom? Is that we know it's a strategic strategy to help soften his image, but would you guys say that's crazy or not? Okay. Let's see. All right. Who is this? The things people do for love to make people happy. I think she's like this. This is crazy. The things 4 minutes ago. Cassie says things got a little scary when Combs. I'm sorry, I'm reading too fast. Cassie says things got a little scary with Combs after she cheated on him. Cassie Ventura says that things got a little scary when Combs found out that she was cheating on him. She also admitted to being upset. She also admitted to being upset when she found out that Combs was spending time with a woman named Gina. Gina was the one that had the interview with Tasha K. And I believe she was supposed to be the third witness, but somehow Gina is MIA and nowhere to be found. So Cassie says she cheated when she found out he was spending time with a woman named Gina in 2014. Cassie said the infidelity prompted arguments. Cassie admits Cassie admits to being jealous of Kim Porter, which is Diddy's twins' mother. Cassie Ventura testified during her relationship with Combs, she became jealous of his ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter. Cassie admitted to the jealousy after being asked by the defense attorney if Combs ever left a freak off with her, only to visit Porter afterward. I had some jealousy. Oh my God. That is crazy. So this is crazy. Imagine you just literally gave this man a freak off, right? So here she is, sores in her mouth. Because you remember, she said she had sores in her mouth, sores in her mouth. She had constant UTIs, infections, right? She was constantly sick and high. And he would break off after all of that freaking and sliding and gliding to go and see Kim Porter. She said, yes, that made her jealous. Made you jealous? So it was a range of emotions with that. Um, hey guys, okay, let me see. Let me go back for a second. Let me go back. I'm just gonna read the facts. Read the facts to you guys. What they're posting. Um, okay, 38 seconds ago. Diddy's attorney asks Cassie if you saw him on social media on vacation. If Diddy's team asks if you saw him on social media on vacation with, it was heartbreaking. Cassie said, it could be. I was 7 years in. Diddy attorney says, and what about this about Gina you wrote? I don't want to be a side piece, but I'll treat you as a king. So they're asking Cassie about her messages to to P. Diddy, asking, I don't want to be a side piece, but I'll treat you as a king. Cassie says, this is not about what I felt, right? Because you are skipping over a lot here. So Cassie's trying to correct the defense team and says, this is not about what I felt, right? This is because you're skipping over a lot. So she's getting a little bit confused about what direction, what kind of line of question are y'all asking me, because y'all skipping over a lot of information. Diddy's attorney says, what did you write? And Cassie says, as much as you think you're Bruce Willis, you're not. Your kids were babies when we started dating. What kind of quote is that? As much as you think you're Bruce Willis, you're not. Okay, Bruce. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Choo, choo, choo. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, no, everything here. Y'all, please make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm slowly but surely. When you leave YouTube, you have to come back and get back in the algorithm. And I'm definitely trying to do that. Yeah, we read the pleasure chest one. Responded she was ovulating. Yep. The crazy part is that it wasn't even a big deal that she was ovulating. It was more like, I don't care what you got going on. You could be ovulating, you could be on your monthly. Oh look, at 12 o'clock today, they posted that Diddy looks relaxed as his lawyer grills Cassie. P. Diddy appears relaxed. Oh shit, I lost it. Hold on. Oh, let's go back down for a second. I cannot stand these ads. Diddy says he's proud of his lawyer as she grills Cassie on the stand. On Thursday, Diddy mentioned to his lawyer, Anna, that he was proud of her for the work she was doing on the case. The message was caught on a hot mic in the courtroom. Anna confronted Cassie with loving emails and text messages she had with the hip hop mogul exchanged early on. You and Sean were in love for 11 years, right? Was the first question from Diddy's lawyer, Anna, who was cross-examining Cassie. Cassie replied, yeah. And the attorney said, you loved him? Cassie said, I did. The attorney said, you believed he loved you? And Cassie said, yes. Oh, so this is Anna. Okay, Anna, you're doing a horrible job. Just know. Okay, all of the explosive testimony. 12:55. Jury sees text where Cassie said she loved freak offs. Now she loved freak offs. And now she loves freak offs. Cassie wrote in a, let me blow this up. I don't know Oh no, that's why. Cause I ain't, I ain't blow it up good enough. Jeez. Jury sees text where Cassie says she loved free calls. Please don't play victim. That's all you wanted, and that's why I was upset. I love our OFs when we both want it. Diddy's attorney had been trying to prove that despite her claims, Cassie was not coerced. Wait, I don't know what that is. I can see that Cassie was not coerced into participating in the grueling sex sessions. When asked about what she wrote, Cassie replied, I would say that love and FOs were just words at that point. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me see something. I thought they were live outside. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Um, let's see here. These lawyers suggest prosecutors want to limit their question of Cassie. The judge said there had been pretrial discussions for months about the need to finish Cassie's testimony this week, given her advanced pregnancy. Um, I think this is Diddy's attorney. I don't know. Tried to blame prosecutors, saying it seems strategic that they called two other witnesses before Cassie, suggesting they did so in effort to limit the cross examination. The judge told the defense to finish its cross in the morning Friday to leave time for prosecutors to ask Cassie follow-up questions. He left open the possibility that Cassie might have to return to the witness stand. All right, so yeah, guys. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right back. 1 second, guys. Okay, yeah, I'm back. I don't know why. It seems like I have some extra background activity. I had to go check and make sure nothing was outside my door. Okay, so let's refresh, guys, and get back to it. You guys, please, if you can, make sure you hit the like button. Like, please, okay. I am not asking for much, but I do want you guys to hit the like button and make sure you follow the channel. Okay, so shoot. No, I went and got some water and don't have the damn water. Okay, I got it now. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's get back into it. 6 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, Diddy's attorney asked us, "You wanted to be the main girlfriend?" Cassie said, "In 2013, yes." Diddy attorney asked us, "You saw." Okay, so they're trying to set up this thing like you only looks like they're trying to go and she's just a jealous. She was just a jealous person, and that's not gonna work. Like she was so jealous and so obsessed with him that you know it turned from like her being consensual with this situation to her like saying I'm not consensual. The problem with that is, yeah, she could be consensual with, you know, like point blank period. Um, and that's the whole thing with that. So she says, "Can I speak? I was jealous of certain situations." Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, "Did there come a time he suspected you were in a relationship with someone in the industry?" Mr. Kid Cudi. Cassie said yes. Diddy's attorney says, "Mr. Combs thought it would be good for your career if you collaborated with Mr. Cudi. I mean, Mr. McHugh. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not going to chop it up." And she said yes. Um, so at one point, Diddy thought it would be a great thing for her to collaborate with Mr. Cudi. And then at some point, I believe it's always lost. This whole case is a loss. All right, let me go back to here. Oh, got to get something to eat. All right, guys. Let me see. Cassie says things got a little scary. We read that one already. What else do we have? Update on it was 18 minutes ago. Cool. Let's go back. Let's go back. Sorry for the background, y'all. Impress me. Okay, there's nothing there. Still at the Twitter. So, daily Twitter of Diddy is crazy. What is this? 3 minutes ago, Casey cross examination. Important text read out loud. One, Casey love freak offs. This is a Diddy. This is a Diddy page, which you have to get. I believe, you know what I'm saying. It's fair to get both contexts, and they are not going to be fair. So let's get out of there. Let's go here. Oh yeah, we got one. That's the thing. Let's go back. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Okay, yeah, this is crazy. 47,000 views. I think she's like, okay, yeah, I think my neighbors are going hard in their house. I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you what, though. All right, so let's see what's going on. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things, one on my phone and whatever. All right. Diddy's attorney says, Why did you begin your relationship with Mr. Cuddy?" Cassie says, "We enjoyed each other's company." Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, "Were you in a relationship with Mr. Combs?" Cassie said, "We were on a break." Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, "But you were still doing freak offs with them?" And Cassie said, "Yes." Um, Diddy's attorney says, after Mr. Combs found out by going through your phone, you went to." Okay. All right. So, okay. Oh yeah, guys. So I did find out that the Book of Mormon is like a broadcast play. So I think it was funny that that was a book that was known for it too. But okay, okay, mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. So yeah, so now to get into the relationship. You know, the timeline is crazy because I think it was from what 2007 to 2000 to 2016 or 2017. So 2007 to 2017. That's the timeline we are actually looking at these text messages come into play from. Let's go back for a second and refresh, and let's see if New York Post, which is posting every two when they feel like it. Okay, so New York Post update, guys. Okay, Kathy, I was wondering what this is about. Cassie references Bruce Willis, Eddie Murphy in message, nominating not being close to Diddy's kids. Oh wow. Cassie Ventura once messaged P. Diddy Combs referencing Bruce Willis, Eddie Murphy, blended families as she lamented not being close to the fallen music mogul's kids. As much as you think you're Bruce Willis, you're not. Ventura wrote Combs on July 2nd of 2013. He's married, and before he was married, the family as a whole went on trips together or just him and his woman. Eddie Murphy and Paige took his kids away on their own. Took his kids away on their own. The R&B singer was apparently referencing how Eddie Murphy's wife Paige has a relationship with the comedian's children. Willis also has a blended family after having kids with his first wife Demi Moore and second wife Emma. Ventura's message goes on to say that she had been on the edge of tears all week. Cassie clarified for the jury that she was upset she didn't have the chance to form a relationship with Combs' kids. Oh, wow. She wanted all of that while he was doing all of this. Cassie keeps composed, cordial as Diddy's lawyers cross examine, delves into sordid texts, sext. Okay. From Diddy's defense center on intimate details of her SCX life with the mogul. The R&B singers tenor with Sean Cole's defense attorney Anna has even been lighthearted at times as the pair shared laughs. At one point, Diddy's attorney called Cassie very beautiful and charming, drawing a smile and drawing a laugh and smile out of her. The sometimes respectful treatment comes as Diddy's attorney tries to paint Cassie as a willing, enthusiastic participant in Diddy's deprived, drug, and baby few freak-offs. Cassie has testified that often humiliating freak-offs became a job she didn't want to do. She also felt trapped by the violent Combs. Yeah, lighthearted month. They're trying to chew you up, Cassie, and trip you up, but they can't trip her up because all of her facts actually have evidence. A few texts where she says like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for a freak off." Like we don't know what we don't know what kind of life she was in. Okay, like we don't know what kind of situation was she in. Was she's just high out of her mind? Was she you know I don't know. Like those texts are all over the place. Let me go back. What do you think? Mm, let's see. 25 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, we read that one already. Sorry, y'all. I'm just refreshing. I got all my little tabs open, but gotta wait till they report before I can read. Look at this sketch. I just can't get over how they sketched him. He probably do look like that for real. Mm-hmm. 3 minutes ago. Oh, wow. Now this is trash. Diddy's fan arrested outside of court. One of Diddy Combs' fans hanging outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan has arrested. Look at his folks. I don't want to press that. Look at this food. Let me blow it up. I mean, he looked just like who he's trying to defend. Okay, we give the advertisement. Some of the disgraced rap mo- some of the disgraced rap moguls, other supporters are holding signs and wearing T-shirts saying "Free Diddy." We are all sinners. Free Diddy. Wow. Cassie keeps composed, cordial. Yep, we read that already. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Man, it's gonna be a long trial, you know? Just crazy. But I want to know who the surprise witness gonna be. I'm still on that. Yep. Let's go to the Daily Mail. They've been doing some updates. Let's go there. This is crazy not to have no camera in the courtroom. You know what I mean? Like this is like the OJ trial, the Gen E Central. You would think they would have some damn cameras in there. Another egg. Okay. 13. Cassie admits to being jealous of Kim Porter. Yep. Cassie admitted on the stand that she was jealous of Diddy's ex Kim Porter because the mogul was still publicly linked with the mother of his children. She said she would be upset when Diddy spent special occasions with Kim Porter and his children instead of her. Diddy and Porter were in an on and off relationship from 1994 to 2007. Porter had been photographed with Combs and their kids in the months before of her death in 2018. Beautiful woman. Diddy's son remembers. Okay. Jury sees text. Yep. Where she says she loved freak offs, apparently. Let's go back. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Let me go down. Let me see. Did we miss a chance to exhibit? They're lengthy. Do their best. I told this wouldn't stand off at the end. Okay. So this is crazy. The judge is like, y'all better be finished with her by the end of Friday. By the morning of Friday. By the end of Friday. Go back. I'm gonna have to get off in about next. Damn, I had to get off, y'all. But I got a really important appointment. Um, Cassie's been okay. Yeah, I got a really important appointment, guys. Oh my god. Diddy's defense lawyers accused Cassie of being insanely jealous. I told you of other women. The court the court hears about other messages sent by Cassie Ventura to Sean Combs saying, I'm just going to pull, which we could have freak offs before you left. I'm just going to pull. I don't know what the hell it is. The rapper's defense team is trying to show her involvement in sex sections with escorts was consensual. The question then moves to the hip hop mogul's children. He has seven now, six during the time of his relationship with her. Defense attorney Anna says Miss I'm just gonna say Cassie. The defense attorney Anna said Diddy's lawyers said that Cassie was upset that she didn't get to form a relationship with them, and she says this is true. It could be heartbreaking, she tells juror when asked about seeing Combs with Kim Porter and their children. She says it is true she wanted to be a part of his family, not just his sexual fantasy, as Miss Estevia puts it. When asked if it was other women she discovered, why wouldn't? Because she went on Tasha K and spilled all the information about. I mean, she said some same similar things that Cassie is saying. Um, let's see. She said, "Yeah, who was the main problem in their relationship?" She said, "Yes." You were concerned you were a side piece, that you were not the main girlfriend. Diddy attorney asked Cassie, and Cassie said, "Yes." Diddy's attorney said, "You were insanely jealous." Cassie said, "I did say that. That's who I was then. I was." And yep, that's crazy because his kids was in the courtroom seeing her say that. You know, that's how you know he didn't care about her. Like, how you could be in a relationship with somebody and they be like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you actually take somebody serious, this man didn't take her serious at all. Okay, let me go back to our favorite inner city press. Let's see, 13 minutes ago. Yep, same one. Went through the phone. Yep, it's upset. Yep, okay, we got that. Okay, let me go back to CNBC. Hold on. Yeah, she definitely was a side piece, guys. For sure. Cassie says, okay, yeah, they haven't updated in a while. I'm gonna stop going over there. They ain't got nothing going on there. We trying to hear what's going on in the court, and these people ain't reporting nothing. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back up. Go back up. Can I go back up? Yeah, I can. Okay, let's go back. So sometimes people 4 minutes ago, Cassie grew up about cheating on Diddy with Kid Cudi. Says she didn't want him to find out. Way too dangerous. Cassie Ventura said it would have been way too dangerous if Sean Combs found out she was cheating on him with Kid Cudi. Cassie said Cassie said use a burner phone with Kid Cudi, real name Scott. Even when she was on break with Combs, I did not want Combs to find out. I thought it would be way too dangerous. She also said she could have possibly felt justified cheating on Combs. She also said she would have possibly felt justified cheating on Combs with Kid Cudi since she knew that Combs was also seeing other women. I think we read that. Um, when the Bad Boy Records founder found out about Ventura, Cassie and Kid Cudi, he launched at her. He launched, but no contact. Not the Diddy fan. That is wild. We got back to Daily Mail. Yeah, they definitely been giving some more things. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, she definitely had a really hard dislike and disdain for Gina. That's clear. Like Gina was, she hated her. Let's see. Diddy says he's proud of his lawyers. Okay, we got that part. Did I have any? Cassie must have been jealous. Yeah. Okay, no update there. Let's go back. I don't think they did an update on there. Hold on. I'm all over the place. Y'all know how it's going. 4 minutes ago, Cassie missed the cheating on Combs with Kid Cudi. Yep. We saw that already. Still back. Man, that's crazy. He can do what he wants, but as soon as he found out she got something on the side, he launched at her ass with a damn wine bottle opener. Try to take her eyes out. Like you ain't. That's so possessive and crazy and narcissistic behavior. All right. Let me see what else is in here, guys. This is wild. Do you hear me? Ooh, my hand. But you know what? You gotta know, like, even though she hated Gina, Gina was being abused as well. Like, I'm pretty sure in that interview she said Combs would whoop her just as worse. Well, yeah, just as bad as he was doing Cassie. hmm She probably got way more horrific stories than Cassie. I don't know, but with Cassie, it's horrible. Mm-mm. Um, Let me see. Let's refresh and go back. I have to go, y'all. I'm so sorry, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back on here a little bit later, and we're gonna get into some updates because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some updates. Um, Once court is over, which is normally around 4 o'clock, they, you know, get closer today. But I'm gonna close it out here because I do have to get going. And it seems like everything is buffering. So not buffering, but I don't know. We're gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna come back with some new updates in a few hours. I have a really important appointment to go to, and that's at 2:30. But I need a little bit of time to get myself out the door. And thank you guys for watching with me. We're gonna um we're gonna do some more discussion about the Diddy case real soon. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys so much. I don't care how many people's in the chat. I just appreciate y'all watching. And I will see you guys later. And take care. Bye.